Hey, we are live and in person. Well, this could be pre-recorded at another time, but it doesn't really matter. We are here. Well, I am here. I don't know where my brother Dave is, but I'm sure he's around somewhere. But anyway, I'm here with you, and David is here in spirit. Okay. So I want to say first and foremost, thanks for taking a minute. There's obviously a reason why you are here watching this. Maybe I put a link up or something, or some kind of a headline that kind of captured your attention to what we are doing here. And we want to say thanks for taking a minute of your busy life and coming into our world here for a couple of moments. So I'm going to make it as impactful as possible. I really have two objectives here. My first goal is to give you guys some ideas, perhaps open up your mind to what the possibilities are in your life as far as business and opportunities and growth and being the best that you possibly can be in your life. And there's a lot of choices out there, and there's a lot of things that you can do, and you're taking the time here right now. So I want to make it as valuable as possible, at least in a short period of time. We're going to come back and do a series of other things, but for the moment, I have my mission here is to introduce you to what we are doing, which is our second goal here, to introduce you to E3 Global Partners and our business here, which is E3 Daily Pay. Now, E3 Global Partners is a partnership that David and I have created for a long time, and we've been in different spaces together, collaboratively and fundamentally throughout our whole careers: entrepreneurs, sales, real estate, mortgages, banking, financing, coaching, consulting, seminar productions. And I probably come up with another handful of other things that we've done in our lives, which we'll get into at another time. So over the last several months, David and I have been assessing what would be a great model to pivot into in our careers and in our lives. You know, as baby boomers, we've been around for a long time in the entrepreneurial space. Years ago, we had options to go to school and attend college and university and things like that, but we just chose not to. Just never was something in our heart to do. Don't ignore the fact that it's a great thing, but it really, for us, it has not. It just never panned out. At any rate, so David and I have been entrepreneurs most of our lives, and so in the most recent of months, David and I have been evaluating and assessing. You know, what is the next level for us? What's the next level for our world? What's the next level for people who want to perhaps open up their world to a new opportunity or add some kind of an opportunity to their life that could perhaps shift the way they live, the way they their zip code, maybe their personal, professional growth, their businesses, helping it grow and expand, leaving a legacy for themselves and their family once and for all. And we've done a lot of assessment, you know, when we've talked to a lot of people that we've been around for many years. And of recent, we've engaged with a lot of 7 and 8 figure online digital marketing producers, people that are really unbelievable at what they do. And one of the things David and I have always done is look to model other people and what they do. And, you know, you might think, well, can't you just create it yourself? Well, yes, you can. And we have. However, there's an opportunity to shortcut your activities, shortcut your results, shortcut your success, and so on by modeling what other people before you have done. So we've done that. You know, you see behind me the books on the shelves, and that's kind of what we like to call modeling. You know, a lot of great authors, thought leaders inside of those books, and there's also recordings and videos and audios and books and so on. You know, just a plethora of things that everybody has an opportunity to choose from to grow and expand. Now, we can certainly do it on our own and begin there, which is fine. And you should make those attempts. Perhaps you have something new and exciting for the world and you want to bring it out, and you have this idea and it's a concept that no one's ever seen before, and go out and do it without question. At any rate, so we've modeled these 7 and 8 figure earners in our digital space. Now, let me give you a bit of a history here, and then we'll kind of move forward on what our goal here is, because we are opening up e3dailypay.com. And we'll talk about that in here in a couple of minutes, and I'll get to that. But historically, as I said, Dave and I have been into the entrepreneurial space. We've done everything from real estate to sales to coaching and consulting, as I mentioned. And a part of that environment that we were in for many, many years, which was in the personal growth space in terms of event promotions. And we were producers of seminars around the country. Us and a handful of other people that we either collaborated with or we competed against. But there was a handful of us in the early days, in the late 80s and into the 90s, and perhaps into a little bit into the early 2000s. There was a handful of us that were out there promoting events. Perhaps you've seen them, perhaps you went to them, perhaps you heard about them, and you attended these business events. There were one-day events on leadership, sales, motivation, etc. And we had the honor of working with some great people in terms of promoting them in our business: Tony Robbins, Tracy, and Les Brown, and a number of other great thought leaders. Perhaps you may have heard of Michael Gerber, who wrote the great book E-Myth. Pat Riley, we had the honor of working with him. General Norman Schwarzkopf, God rest his soul. These are all great thought leaders that we introduced to the marketplace in a way that they would be invited to an event that we were doing. And we did all of that back in the day, what we like to call belly to belly marketing. And it was designed to go out to different companies and different networking events around the country and invite people to our events. We would do it on a very local scale, from major cities to what we call second tier cities. But let's just keep it simple here. And we would go into these markets for anywhere from, like, say, 6 to 8 week period of time. And we would fill an event room, a hotel room, conference room at a convention center, and so on, right? And we did that just by true grit, actions, massive actions, belly to belly. We'd go out and do presentations to introduce the seminar to people, and then offer the opportunity for them to attend it. For a few bucks, they can go for, let's say, from $99. I think our last time was, $499, and we had some higher tier, but that was the window of investment that people made to go to a one-day event. If you can imagine, back then it was pretty cool. And so anyway, we would do these 30-minute workshops face-to-face with companies and groups of people, and we would share some great ideas with them for that period of time, for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then at the end of that, we would say, if you like what you got here, would you love to attend our event? Now, there's other pieces to that. I'm just giving you a snapshot of what that might look like. And then people would invest in themselves to go to these events. They would take out their credit card and they would sign up to go to our events. And so this is what we did for years and years and years. And estimated close to, between ourselves and our teams collectively, we probably put about 250,000 people in seminars around the country. This was about a 10, 11-year span, if you can imagine that. And we did it in many different ways, from marketing to closing, all the way from the opening of the door to the closing of the event. And it was pretty remarkable what we did. Every time we talk about it, we think about it. I'm talking about it now. I'm getting thoughts of excitement, because it was so cool how we did what we did, and it was just quite amazing. So that leads us to today, where we're at now. Over the years, we cultivated relationships. We've coached and consulted, more so on my side. David has done it as well at different levels from me, but very similar. It frankly doesn't really matter. There's always some level of distinction, but for the most part, it was pretty much the same. At any rate, as this evolution of this technology that you're watching me on today, it turns out that the opportunity over the last several years has been really enormous. Ever since the pandemic of the day came around, I got to shut off my phone there. But anyway, ever since the era of the pandemic, and a little bit before that, going online was really, more of a consumption-based type of opportunity for most people, including people like us in our space. And there was people out there, obviously, that did a lot of work online, or they did it through video recordings that you would, buy a program, and you are able to invest in something and participate in the educational aspect of it, and helping you to grow your business. And so it's not like it's brand new per se, but the technology relative to what we did in our history is like phenomenal. It's like night and day. I mean, it's a complete 180 to what we did, because what we did back in the day was, like I said, belly to belly. We only could do so much to so many people at so much time, because it was basically one-on-one, mano y mano, right? We didn't have the technology that we all have today. Yeah, there was TV and there was a few channels out there, but in its essence, this is kind of what we evolved to today with this technology, and it's pretty darn phenomenal. What does that mean in this whole essence of E3 Daily Pay in our company? Well, in alliance with these 7 and 8 figure earners, producers, influencers, creators, I like to call them, we decided that we're going to participate in this ourselves. And we love this business so much, and we are passionate to the nth degree of what it will do for not only what it's done for us, but what it could do for you if you decide to participate in this evolution. And what I mean by that is really looking, if you're interested in wanting to perhaps make an additional income, you want to perhaps open up a new business, and you're a creator already and you need something to back you up and help you with content, or you're a business owner perhaps and you want to expand your business. There are tools and there's technologies out there today that all you need to do is invest a few dollars into it, and you can have a plethora of educational information that could change your life and make a huge difference in all that you do. So David and I proceeded to go down this road of engaging in this level with a digital community where we offer a value product that we are introducing to our line. Now, this is not going to change what we currently do to the degree that, people, well, you're changing out. Well, I am, but I am not. I'm just taking it to the next level of leverage. You see, the challenge with my business, as an example, in coaching and training, it's one-on-one. Going back to my history, I can only do so much when I'm talking to one individual. Even a group of people, I'm limited. What I want to be able to do is leverage my time so I can get my message out to as many people as possible. And we have found this avenue to make that happen. Now, we have been pretty obscure, so to speak, or private with our work, and not a big, online kind of guys. That we're not there, not at this juncture anyway, but we will be. We believe that. And the reason why we want to go down that road, well, there's millions upon millions upon millions of people every single hour of every single day online doing something or another, whether it's to order something from Amazon or to watch a comedian online, or learn something that's going to help them be better at their life or their work or whatever, raising kids, being better in their relationships, building a greater business, and so on and so forth. You know where that's at, and you've seen it. I'm sure you have. Unless I'm in another la la land that I'm talking to an audience that has never been online, but you probably are. You probably spend about 2 to 4 hours a day somewhere in that window, at least as part of the estimates that are out there of people. You're probably one of the 6 billion people that are online throughout the day around the world. So maybe you're not. Hey, this could be your very first experience. I have no idea, but you know where I'm going with this. So we decided that we wanted to take what we're doing and we wanted to exponentially grow what we're doing. Not just for financial reasons, although it's really important, not only to leave a legacy for ourselves and our families, although that's real important, but to give you the opportunity to do the same in its essence. Because we've always believed in, if I can share something with you, if we can share an idea with you that's going to help you shift your life, even ever so slightly, that we should do that, right? And that's our belief. That's what our mission in life is: change lives, and whatever we can do. And we believe that when we change other people's lives, our lives will be impacted as well. So it's a give and take type of situation. I hope that's what you do as well. If you know something, go teach it, right? Go share it with the world. If you know how to raise kids, you're better than your neighbors. Hey, maybe perhaps you should go help them out. They may not want it, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean. So I'm here today to introduce to you e3dailypay.com. What I want to encourage you to do is take a minute and ask yourself, okay, if there was a way for me to make some additional income, perhaps open up a new business, perhaps I want to relieve myself of the 9-to-5 grind that I'm already currently on right now. Perhaps you're a coach or a consultant doing what I do. You're doing it one-on-one, but you want to leverage your skill set. You want to leverage your message to the world. This is a terrific opportunity to do that. Perhaps you want to spend more time in your life. Perhaps you want to get away from having to look at your bank account before you go to the grocery store, or to decide to go on a trip and you have to see how much money you can do versus making the decision to go travel without having to ask questions, without having to be concerned whether you can afford it or not, without having to ask permission to do things like this. And there are opportunities. There's leverage. There's income opportunities to make from this process that we're introducing to you. And we really believe in it. And it may connect with you or may not. But if any of those things fall into place for you, more time freedom, more money freedom, more flexibility in your life, unlimited income. Really, there is. It's totally up to you what you want to do. Whether it's making $1,000 a week or $1,000 a month extra could change a lot of people's lives. I mean, it's really incredible what even that small amount of money, relative to today's perspective, that could make an impact on many people's lives. Hey guys, we'll get back to our program in just a second. I got a real quick question for you. Do you want a proven way to turn just a few hours online into a real business that pays you every single day? Well, that's exactly why we created E3 Global Partners and our alliance with the Legacy Builder Program. You see, for over 45 years, we've developed systems, processes, tools, and technologies to help our companies and the companies that we've worked with to grow and expand in the online and offline space. And today, quicker than ever before, in our alliance with the Legacy Builder Program, we're getting results beyond belief, along with thousands and thousands of other entrepreneurs. It's a system that works. It's a system that is easy, lucrative, and without question, a lot of fun. So if you want to learn more, go to e3dailypay.com. We'll send over to you a quick blueprint. In addition to that, you're going to be able to watch an overview so you get an idea what you can do to begin earning and learning right away. Now, don't wait. Go check it out, because the sooner you start, the sooner you're going to see daily results. Now go check it out at e3dailypay.com. Or you perhaps want to have a true financial freedom where you're not earning $1,000 a week, you're earning $1,000 a day, right? And you're doing that 365 days a year without ever having to really always be there, which is what we offer here with this process. Once you go through it and learn about it and how you can really take advantage of this online space that we're involved in. And it's really a cool thing. That's why we looked at it. I mean, how much time do we have? Well, we have limited time in a lot of different things, but on the other side, we want to be able to spend quality time in our lives right now, whether you're young or you're considering going to college or you're a senior like David and I, or somewhere in between, but you want to spend more quality time in your life with the people that are important to you, or yourself, or you want to make, and all of these things, and or you want to make an impact on the world because you have something to let the world know about, right? I know people in our space that are doing this and their lives are changed. right? And these are stay-at-home parents, moms, dads, etc., that need extra income. Maybe you're one of those people. I don't know. What I do know is that it gives you the flexibility to go out there and really do your own thing. Now, we give you a whole step-by-step system. There is nothing that nobody cannot do. I mean, it's like really easy to do. Let me say it's this way. It's simple. Perhaps if you're new at this kind of work, it may not be as easy as it appears. But it took me about 6 or 7 hours. No, I didn't, to set this recording up. It did not. I was just snap my fingers, and I'm kind of here thinking about this. I have really no notes or slides that you see in front of me at this point. But anyway, it's really not that complicated when you get down to it, especially when you have a system that will help guide you through the process. I mean, literally step by step by step. I mean, there's a book behind me somewhere over here. You can see the red one there. Okay. That's Behind the Golden Arches of McDonald's. And it's the history and story of McDonald's. And it's really a cool book if you ever want to read something. I mean, it's 700 pages or something like that, but it's really a cool history of McDonald's. But within the framework of the system at McDonald's, that's what it is. It's all about a system. That's what made it really successful. I mean, how could you open up 40,000 plus franchises around the world, and everybody you walk into a McDonald's in Miami, or you go to one to Los Angeles or New York or Hong Kong or wherever they are situated, and you get the same service, the same thing, the same taste, the same pricing, the same environment, the same everything, because it's a system. And if the franchisors, or the franchisees who buy these stores and they invest in millions and millions of dollars into opening a McDonald's, they follow a system. It's literally a blueprint to success in owning a franchise. And that's, one of many that you are aware of out there. Wendy's, Subway, list goes on, right? And so this is no different than that. The great part about it, it's not going to cost you millions of dollars to invest in something like that, albeit you could if you had it, or you have the desire, access to the capital. Do you have to do that? You don't have to do anything. But here at the end of the day, if you want to make additional income and you want to change lives, not only just other people's lives, but your own, right? This is potentially an opportunity for you. And I'm just going to be very transparent about it because we believe in it so much. I mean, we're pivoting from what we're doing at one level, the way we're currently doing it, to this new level. It's not new to us because we've been engaged online for a long time, listening, and I've done hundreds of recordings personally. Dave has done some as well in his business, but really never took it to the level that we really wanted to, just to tell you the truth, just to be honest about that. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. But it doesn't mean whatever you're doing now, you can't change. This takes a lot of thought process that we had in deciding that I'm going to pivot out of what I'm doing, remaining consistent with what I'm doing, but doing it differently, enabling my clients, my base of people. Hopefully they'll want to look at this for some reason or another. Perhaps they won't. Doesn't matter. What matters is I've made my decision, and it's something that you can consider doing for yourself and pushing out the message of hope and opportunity for people. A lot of people are struggling today in a lot of different areas. I've been there, done that. I know what it's like. I understand the feeling massively. Okay. At the same time, a lot of us have had a lot of success, for as much as, what is success for people? It's different for a lot of people. Some people measure it by money. Other people measure it by happiness, being healthy, being happy, having a good family, or all of those things all at once. And if any one of those things is out of alignment, we kind of go, oh my gosh, unbelievable. This is not good. But if you have some great things and to be grateful for, sure, you have them. But each one of us has a definition of success, and each one of us can create what we want in any time that we want, as long as we decide, you know what, this is what I'd like to do. If we have a desire in our heart and we have an inspiration to do that, perhaps this might be a chance for you. And that's what I'm doing. I mean, that's what David's doing. We don't take what we do lightly. Sometimes we take it too seriously because we overthink it. We dilly-dally, overanalyze, because it's not so much we're gun shy. It's just a matter of making sure that we put out a message that we believe in, and we've done our assessment. We kind of looked under the hood deeply, tore the engine apart, so to speak, on behalf of ourselves and other people. Now, you can certainly do whatever you want as far as your due diligence, but we've already done most of the work. Otherwise, I'm not putting my name and my reputation on the line. And I won't do that. I just can't. Nor would David. That's not our makeup. It's not going to work for everybody. Not everybody gets the results that, other people may have, because it's just the nature of life. I mean, there's a lot of, 100 people come into something as, oh man, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But only a small percentage or handful of people will do something with whatever they've got in their hands. Don't know why, just the nature of the deal. Well, I do know there's probably multiple reasons, but I'm not going to spend my time here doing it. But what you could do is ask yourself, do I want more time, more freedom in my life? If you get the foundational answer of, well, yeah, I mean, if you had all the time and money in the world, what would you do? Would you spend more time with your family? Would you do more traveling and all of these things that, live where you want, go where you want without having to ask permission? It's really up to you to decide. And that's kind of what this is about. So we want to say welcome to this opportunity. We want to say I got to go here in a minute because I got a call that I got to make. See, I got to leave my people, man. I got to leave my people. But anyway, we're here to introduce you to E3 Daily Pay. Now, when you click the link, it's going to take you to a page. It's going to ask you to put your name and email in, and you're going to be taken to another place that will give you an overview of this. For transparency and disclosure purposes here, this is not one of those things. This is a real business that you can make some real good money at, and you'll really enjoy it. You really would. But it's not one of those things where you might consider, you see these things online and everybody at the end, they come up and it's, selling perfume and lotions and potions. We're not in that business. I like the model. I think it's a great model, but it's just something I'm not personally into and just not what it is. This is a shared business that we do, and it's an investment in yourself and in your life. And there's a lot of good stuff with it that we'll share with you. We're going to show you again. Let me recap. It's a step-by-step model by which you can go out there and create what you want to create for yourself. We're going to give you all the tools, all the technologies, a phenomenal community of people. I mean, really a huge decision for us was, listen, I'm on my own a lot of times. Yeah, I commune with other people, but not at these levels where I'm with tens of thousands, literally tens of thousands of people. It's not a rah-rah seminar, big event type of thing. It's not one of those. This is a community that is online with some terrific thought leaders and great people and people who are driving to create more for their lives. And it's great to be around that energy. The great Jim Rohn says, you become the sum and substance of the books you read, the seminars you attend, and the people you hang out with. And that's one of the things that drew David and I to this was the community, because we knew when we were growing into this industry of personal and professional growth, doing seminars and working with Tony Robbins, working directly for Tony, he's working directly for us, and Brian, Tracy, all of these guys we talked about. And we'll tell you about that story a little bit later, but it's really, when you're around that energy, I mean, no matter how crappy your day may be, you're going to feel good about being in the crap you're in, okay? Because it's just a good group, because they're pulling you up, right? If people around you are not pulling you up, they're constantly pushing you down, it's demoralizing, it's depreciating, it's really deflationary, so to speak, in our spirit, in our mind, our body, and our economics, because it affects everything that we do. It's not always perfect. I get that. And even if you want to do this, even if you're around other good people and you come home and your environment pushes you down or doesn't encourage you or anything like that, honestly, it doesn't really matter. You're going to fight our own battles. We put our heads on our own pillows at night, and we have to face that music however we choose to face it. But if you want to step up and you want to become better than you were yesterday, this is an opportunity. And going to E3 Daily Pay sounds kind of goofy, but it is what it is. I mean, we wanted to make it as simple as possible for people to remember e3dailypay.com. Right? You see it somewhere scrolling on your screen, or perhaps there's a link somewhere. But when you go there, again, you're going to opt in and you're going to put your name and email. And guys, you can always opt out. There's no, pressure here. You're not going to be spammed or anything like that. But you will have to check your spam box just in case. But anyway, you're going to get taken to a couple of recordings, and I want you to listen to the overview. I want to suggest that you do. Take it serious. If you seriously want to change something in your life, perhaps this is something you at least seriously look at. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe at the end you go, yeah, this sounds good, but it's not for me, not what I want to do. Okay. Perhaps it is. Perhaps it's something that you need to do more research on and do some due diligence on, or perhaps it's a decision that you can make pretty quick, because that's kind of what the deal is, right? And it is in your time where you make your decisions that you shift your life and your destinies. Tony Robbins says it. I mean, as I'm saying that, I'm thinking about Tony's comment, in the moments of our decision, our destinies are shaped, right? And so this could be a deciding factor for you to learn more, to grow more, to be better at what you do. We're doing it, and we're introducing it to you now, and we're going to ask that you and suggest that you go take a look at it, just to be transparent. We're opening the doors here, and you're going to see a ton more of this, and we appreciate your time. So more to it than this, but for the basics of this, I want to say we're here, and we're opening the doors. And for those of you who know us and you want to learn more, go do it. Check it out. And if you don't know us, do the same thing. If you want to unsubscribe from us, do that as well. Okay. Just don't leave us any hate messages. But whatever it is, you can choose to do there. Anyway, this is Mike. I'm out here. I got to go make a call here to a client, a very valuable client of mine. And we appreciate your time. Go check it out. e3dailypay.com. Pretty simple, pretty easy. No pressure. Do what you want. If it makes sense, great. If it doesn't make sense, hey, that's okay. And also, if you will, please consider this. Please share this, subscribe here without question. But when I mean share, pay this message forward to other people. Perhaps there's somebody maybe it's not for you, and I get that. Perhaps somebody, what? I got a family member, I got a friend, I got a colleague. Perhaps I know a business or a person who wants to make some additional income. Maybe $1,000 a day could help them out or something along those lines. And, this might be the perfect thing for them. You just don't know. It may not be for you, and I get that. However, there might be other people it could be for. And I don't want you to leave any stone unturned in your life. And if we never meet again or see each other, or you never watch my recordings again, please do yourself the favor and give people the opportunity to decide for themselves what they want to do. kind of what we're doing with you. You can decide. If this makes sense, great. If it doesn't make sense, that's okay too. But minimally pay this forward to other people. We would appreciate that, and make that happen. All right. So thanks for your time. Go make it a great day. If you have any questions or comments, leave them somewhere here. Reply here. We'll get back with you. And you want to talk to us or learn more, just put it in the comments if there's a place to do that. All right, guys. Thanks so much for your time. We will talk to you later. Now go make it a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey, I got a real quick question for you. Do you want a proven way to turn just a few hours online into a real business that pays you every single day? Well, that's exactly why we created E3 Global Partners and our alliance with the Legacy Builder Program. You see, for over 45 years, we've developed systems, processes, tools, and technologies to help our companies and the companies that we've worked with to grow and expand in the online and offline space. And today, quicker than ever before, in our alliance with the Legacy Builder Program, we're getting results beyond belief, along with thousands and thousands of other entrepreneurs. It's a system that works. It's a system that is easy, lucrative, and without question, a lot of fun. So if you want to learn more, go to e3dailypay.com. We'll send over to you a quick blueprint. In addition to that, you're going to be able to watch an overview so you get an idea what you can do to begin earning and learning right away. Now, don't wait. Go check it out, because the sooner you start, the sooner you're going to see daily results. Now go check it out at e3dailypay.com.